season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulldogs about to kick it away and get this season started. Inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Trying to make Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds at the 40-yard line, and you want to talk about flipping the field. He just did it. How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
They'll ride Davis here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Right on the money. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quick completion to the right. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage.
Picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the... and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
On the run, it's Braswell. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Unloads to the wideout. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gives it to the back on the draw. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You've got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Owens. Looking deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying. And
breaks into the open. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Stands in and takes the hit. Complete to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Wants to throw. It's Owens. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer. Right in the bread basket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to West Virginia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dyer. He's going to throw deep right side. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The quick out.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his hands.
Going to take a shot on second and short. The short hands, it's Davis. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back gets the give. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Noles come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Give him 6. Touchdown!
That's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Owens. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Quick completion on the out route. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Got a man. It's Hawkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got the quick pass. Crosses the tag. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Snapped it in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
35, Georgia, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They try to pop a run on the draw. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense...
It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to pass, it's Owens. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Georgia. A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The give to Davis. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Gibson. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to the ground with the running back. Plows through the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown Seminoles! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game. But at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. brings that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Rides to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.